So in this tutorial, guys, I'll be taking you guys through on how I record an artist in my studio from start and how everything is made. So we are going to be recording from start, and we are going to be getting ready for mixing. So thank you for stopping by, and to everybody who have been supporting and been subscribing to my channel, I love you all. Let's get down. So a lot of beginners don't know that the aspect of recording in music production is one of the most important parts where you need to take very, very serious, and a lot don't know how to do it. So you just feel like, okay, I just open my door and just throw out any beat I just want and start recording, and that is all. That is not all. That is the reason why we are here. So let's get down and see what we can do. So first of all, let's say, okay, I don't have any mid beat here, so we are going to be borrowing an external beat from out. So I'm going to be dragging this beat into our DAW. Yeah, we have our beat here. So as you can see, we have a beat which we are going to be working on now. So let's give the beat a play so that we can listen to what we can do. Sinner. So as you can see, this beat is already been mastered and it's an external export beat already. So as a producer, what you are going to do when an artist comes to your studio with something like this, that is what we are going to do. First of all, one thing we are going to do is to send our beats to a track, to a mixer track, by double clicking. As you can see, I just double click, and then I'm going to be sending to a track which I can just press track here, or I can just select it manually. But for me, sometimes I like using track, and it's already sent to track 5. Let's give it a play and see. So you can see that the track 5 is already playing it. So that is one of the things I do each time I want to record an artist. So second thing I do is to find the tempo to my beat. The tempo to my beat, which is very, very, very important. It is very important for you to find a tempo to your beat before you start your record process. So let's see how to find a tempo to it. What I do is I go down here, I click here, and then I go to dictate tempo. So I'm going to be choosing between the 75 to 150, sometimes 50 to 100, but between these, Afrobeat lies between these two, so I'm going to be choosing the 75 to 150. So you can see it's already loading, as you can see. So the tempo for this sample has been detected and has 103.00 BPM. So would you like to set the project tempo to the value? So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to click yes, and you can see our tempo has been set to 103, and this is the tempo for this beat. So the second thing I am going to be doing here is that I'm going to be finding the key to this instrumental. So how do we find the key to this instrumental? One, I'll go to my mixer track, and if I like, I can just rename this to beat. It is better, change it to beat for better understanding. So I'm changing it to beat, and I can change the color to any kind of color I want, so for a better view. So okay, and I'm going to be, so what we are going to be doing now is that we are going to be finding a key to our beat. So in some other times I use my Android phone to like find the beat. You can use your iPhone and also your Android phone to find the key. There are a lot of applications that you can use, which I will be recommending. You can use a Voloco app to find the key to your instrument. It works perfectly and it's 100% sure. But for quick time, this is what I do most times. This is what I just do every time. So I use an auto tune key. This is an auto tune key. So I'm going to be letting it load. I load this on the beat, on the big track. So we are going to be playing it through, and it's going to be giving us accurate key to this beat. But first, before we do that, let us create a channel whereby we can we can send our vocals to when we start recording. So I'm going to be renaming this to vocal box. Vocal box. So I'm naming this to vocal box. I'm going to be giving it any color I feel like that is perfect or that is visible for my understanding. So I'm going to be giving this color to it. So what I'm going to be doing next is that I am going to be loading an auto-tune. So I will be loading an auto-tune into this, which is, let us see the auto-tune. We are going to be using auto-tune 8.1 for this. This is an auto-tune. So what we are going to be doing now, we are going to be closing the auto-tune back. I'll close the auto-tune back. Now I'll go to my beat. Then I am going to be opening the key, the auto key, and then now I'm going to be playing my beat. So let's take a listen. Sinner. So as you can see, I am not a keyboardist, and I know little about keyboard and keys. So this is, I'm going to be calling this the E major, and I'm going to be calling this the E major, and this is the key to this beat. So what I'm going to be doing now is that I am going to be sending it to auto-tune. You can see send to auto-tune here. I'm going to be clicking on the send to auto-tune. Now let's go back down to our auto-tune. Let's close this and go to our auto-tune. As you can see, it is sent. If you can watch very well closely from this place, if you can watch very closely, this is E, this is major. Now let's change our input type to low mi. I do change my input type to low mi, and I do turn up my return speed to about 7, and then I do humanize a little bit. I can change this during my mixing process, but for the sake of the recording, this is what I do. That is all I do concerning setting for recording. So let's see now. Let's see what we are going to do. Let's see if we can. Let's go down to our record. So for now and for this tutorial, I'm going to be the artist, and I'm going to be recording on this beat with you guys. So the first thing I will do before I start recording is to turn down the volume of my beat by using this process in the new FL Studio, which is bringing it down a little bit like this to about -3.6 dB. Now what I'm going to be doing right now is that I'm set for record, and let's hit on the record. But before I record, I have to like draft out, like input my. But before I record, we are going to input our interface, like the hardware we are going to use to record, which is, I am going to be like selecting this insert that you can see that I'm talking through, which we are going to go into our option, go into audio setting, and then go into input and output, which I'm going to be selecting this Yamaha Steinberg. When I select the Yamaha Steinberg, I'm through. Then I'm come down to my input 10 here. I'm going to be selecting the UR22 input 1. That is the name, and I'm using a UR22 Steinberg interface, and I'm going to be selecting the input 1 because I insert. But the difference here is that once you are selecting input 1, make sure that your mic is plugged into the input 1. When you are selecting the input 2, make sure that your mic is also plugged into the input 2. Then I'll just select it, the input 1, then turn on my gain, my mic gain to about 12 o'clock. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So I'll just turn it up to about 12 o'clock. Now, what we are going to be doing next is that, for the sake of this tutorial, and since I am using same mic to record and same mic to take down the tutorial, I'm going to be changing my input type to the FL Studio. I'm going to be changing it to this, and I'm going to be changing into the in1, so that you continue to hear me, because if I change it to the other form, you won't hear me and you won't hear whatever I'm going to be saying. So let's stick with this. With this, we can still record a perfect vocal. Now it's time for our record, and we are ready. And for instance, let's just imagine that we have an artist in the studio. Use me as an artist today, so I'm going to be recording what I know. So guys, I'm going to be freestyling, and don't mind the mistake that you find in the lyrics. So let's see what I can do. So let's record. So I'm going to be hitting on the record button. For the beginners, when you are clicking on your record buttons first, it's going to be giving you option, which I already bypass it. But for now, let's just click on the record button here. Once I click on the record button, I'm going to be hitting on my shift bar, or I'm going to be pressing play. Let's just say pressing play. Let's give it a play. Oh my baby ja, she dey give me love. Oh my baby ja, thank God that I found you, girl. Life is so nice. Many things where you tell me make me feel complete. Anywhere where you want me, girl, I swear I'll go. Take me with you, baby, you are so nice. My baby Jara, that thing you give me is Jara. Your love make me para. Girl, I want see your love. My baby Jara, your love make me para. Your love give me ginger. Girl, I want see your love. Oh, this is very amazing. Okay, let's see what I have done so far and see what we can do. So what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be sending this from the track 10, because if I put it here, you're not going to hear what is singing. So I'm going to be sending it to track 6. You can just send it to any track you want, but I'm sending it to the track 6. So let's listen to what I've done so far. I don't want you guys to laugh at my music for now. Let's just see what I have done so far. Ja, oh my baby ja, she dey give me love. Oh my baby ja, thank God that I found you, girl. Life is so nice. Many things where you tell me make me feel complete. Anywhere where you want me, girl, I swear I'll go. Take me with you, baby, you are so nice. My baby Jara, that thing you give me is Jara. Your love make me para. Girl, I want see your love. My baby Jara, your love make me para. Your love give me ginger. Girl, I want see your love. Okay, this is what it sound. I think you sound very nice. I really can't believe that I'm the one singing this. So I think I'm a great artist, though. I don't know what you guys have to say about this, but I think it sounds very nice. Maybe I should release this. Okay, anyway, before that, let's just get down and see. So as you can see, we have our mix. So once you are not true and you're not okay with this, you can still tell the artist to re-record. So for the sake of this, let us say we are recording again for a better understanding. So let's say we are going to another part of the beat. So let me play another part. I can just freestyle. So let me say we are going to a verse aspect. Let me just freestyle on that. We can just freestyle for a better understanding again. Okay, let me just re-record on this and see what we get. So I'm going to be pressing play. Okay, I think I didn't get it. Let's just delete this. I can delete this by just pressing the Ctrl Z to let it go, undo it. Let's go again. Better man inside, better man outside. You dey give me better love outside. Anytime when I see you smile. Oh, I think I'm trying to like be constant. I don't want my voice to be up and down, just like constant. Let's just see. Okay, I'm not getting it again. Let's try again. Better man inside, better man outside. You dey give me better love outside. Anytime when I see you smile, you dey give me better love deep down. Better man outside, better man inside. You dey give me better love outside. Anytime when I see you smile, you dey give me better love outside. Okay, let's say we are sending to insert 6 again, which we send our auto tune to. Let's see what we are going to hear with this and see. No laughing, please. Better man inside, better man outside. You dey give me better love outside. Anytime when I see you smile, you dey give me better love deep down. Better man outside, better man inside. You dey give me better love outside. Anytime when I see you smile, you dey give me better love outside. Whoa, this is very, very nice. So now let's see that all we have here is that this is a procedure I take when I record an artist, and when I record, this is a procedure I take to get a nice and good vocals. So guys, if we are wondering how, as a beginners, because I believe this tutorial should be meant for the beginners, not the professionals who are just looking for other ways to improve their sound. I think this is basically, but as a professional and you found this process to be a very great one for you to record your song, I think it will work better. So this is how I record my artist in my studio, and this is how I go down in my process of recording before I mix. So guys, thanks for watching and thanks for subscribing to my channel. I do appreciate the love. I do appreciate everything you guys have been doing for me. Thank you very, very much. So let's give it a play before we go. Jar, oh my baby jar, she dey give me love, oh my baby yeah. Thank God that I found you, girl, life is so nice. Many things what you tell me make me feel complete. Anywhere where you want me, girl, I swear I'll go. Take me with you, baby, you are so nice. My baby Jara, that thing you give me is Jara. Your love make me para. Girl, I want see your love. My baby Jara, your love make me para. Your love give me ginger. Girl, I want see your love. Oh, oh, oh. Better man inside, better man outside. You dey give me better love outside. Anytime when I see you smile, you dey give me better love deep down. Better man outside, better man inside. You dey give me better love outside. Anytime when I see you smile, you dey give me better love outside.